will never forget the day Amara came back from the forest. It started like any other day, but by nightfall, everything in our peaceful village had changed forever. Mama Ade, Amara's stepmother, sent her into the deep forest with a clay pot. She said, "Go and fetch water from the secret spring. Don't come back until you do. No water, no food for a week." Mama Ade smiled sweetly as she said this, but we all knew her heart was cold and bitter. For reasons no one understood, she hated Amara. Amara's life had been hard since she lost her mother. Her father, Nkem, remarried Mama Ade, who pretended to be kind at first. But as soon as they were married, Mama Ade's true nature came out. She forced Amara to do all the chores, sweeping, fetching firewood, cooking meals. Meanwhile, Mama Ade's daughter, Ifeoma, did nothing but sit under the shade of the mango tree, eating fruit and laughing. Despite everything, Amara never complained. She was kind to everyone, even those who didn't deserve it. She had a gentle heart and quiet strength that made her special, though she didn't see it herself. Her only comfort was sitting under the big baobab tree by the river. She would sing softly there, as if talking to her late mother. That morning, when Mama Ade sent her into the forest, everyone in the village was worried. The forest was dark and full of dangers. Wild animals roamed there, and the elders spoke of spirits who tested anyone who entered. But Amara didn't hesitate. She picked up the clay pot and walked into the shadows of the trees. The hours passed, and the sun began to set. People in the village whispered about what might have happened to her. "What if she gets lost?" someone said. "What if the spirits take her?" Even Mama Ade looked uneasy, though she pretended not to care. I kept looking toward the forest, hoping to see her return. Finally, just as the first stars appeared in the sky, Amara came out of the forest. Her clothes were torn, her face was dirty, and she looked tired. But in her hands was a golden jar that shone like the sun. She walked straight to the village square, placed the jar on the ground, and said, "This water is for everyone." When she opened the jar, the water sparkled like diamonds. A sick woman drank it and was healed. Crops that had been dying were watered, and they began to grow green and strong. The village buzzed with amazement. But not everyone was happy. Mama Ade and Ifeoma's faces were dark with jealousy. That night, Mama Ade whispered to Ifeoma. The next day, Ifeoma went into the forest with her own clay pot, hoping to get a golden jar for herself. But Ifeoma was nothing like Amara. She ignored a tortoise trapped under a log, scared away a crying bird, and demanded water from the spirits instead of asking kindly. When Ifeoma returned, she held a muddy, leaking pot. Her face was marked with an ugly scar that wouldn't fade. The villagers gasped. "The spirits have punished her," someone said. "Her greed has been revealed." The village elders called a meeting. Amara told her story in her soft voice, explaining how she had helped the tortoise and the bird and how the spirits had tested her heart. Her kindness had earned their blessing. The elders turned to Mama Ade and Ifeoma. "You have brought shame to our village," they said. "Kindness is our way, but you have shown only cruelty and greed. You cannot stay here." Mama Ade and Ifeoma were banished that very day. Nkem begged Amara for forgiveness. He realized he had failed to protect her and promised to be a better father. Amara forgave him because that's who she was, kind and full of love. From that day on, the village thrived. Amara grew up to be a wise and respected woman, teaching everyone the importance of kindness and humility. And the golden jar stayed in the village square as a reminder that a good heart is the greatest treasure of all. Even now, whenever I pass the baobab tree by the river, I think of little Amara and her incredible journey. Her kindness changed our lives forever.